Hi, fire signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your May mid-month spirited messages for all the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is your mid-May month spirited messages, and your cards are flying out of the deck. The first one that came out is Orphaned, and it's upside down. So, okay, guys, I'm already starting to get your messages. Oh my God, your cards are just, okay. So, Orphan, the first thing, when Orphan is upside down, it's like abandonment and maybe whatever situation you were in, whether it's relationship, job, career, I'm going to say, I think it's more career based, but, I guess your worst fear was being abandoned and it turned your life upside down and you're waking up to your new life, but it hasn't happened yet. And it's saying not for you. So your old life, whatever you were leaving, it wasn't right for you, or it isn't right for you, whatever you guys got going on right now. But I'm going to dive deeper into this. I don't want to say bad news, because I don't think this is bad news. I think you're being shifted and redirected into something else. And usually when this happens, it's a very painful experience. But usually whenever something like this is happening, like you guys are shifting, it usually feels pretty shitty. And then what's on the other side, you're like, thank God this happened because it helped me get to where I needed to be. But when it's happening, it does not feel like that at all. So, it says the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you have formed and make a decision to heal the past. This is relationship stuff, guys. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as a whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional. Not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. So you guys, this is telling me that a relationship, maybe you recreated your family or things that happened to you. And a lot of times you created, it's not intentional, and you don't know that you're doing it until after the fact. A lot of times when you're in this, it feels normal. It feels natural. But just because it feels normal and natural doesn't mean it feels good and doesn't mean it's good for you. But a lot of times it takes something really big, really noticeable, and to happen in order to shake you from this. So this is telling me something has just rocked your world, or is rocking your world, or did rock your world to get you into a new direction. So when you are waking up to your new life and it's upside down, it's like you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like a delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you might not know something. You are at the beginning of things and you haven't hit your stride yet. Be immersed in the newness of it all. Don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Okay, you guys, twice you got life loves you. So you might be feeling like it doesn't right now, and that's okay. Starting anything brand new, starting over, it makes you extremely vulnerable. So the people that you want to go to when you're vulnerable are people who respect your vulnerability. Not, I heard somebody say beggars can't be choosers. Guess what? You're not a beggar. You are a vulnerable person in a new situation. You can be choosy. You can be choosy to the help that you get. You can be choosy to the people that you talk to. You don't have to accept the first thing that's thrown at you because you think you're desperate. If something doesn't feel right for you, it's not right, and please trust that. That is your intuition. That is God speaking to you. And when that happens, even though you can feel it and you know it, to trust it and actually follow that is a process. It doesn't just happen. So like the chances are is you're getting better at listening to it sooner. And that is the progress. That is the gift. That is the blessing. The next one that says not for you, a clear knowing that something is being denied to you. Rejection is God's protection. It says some relationships carry an innate sense of failure in them, and that is obvious from the beginning. But the red flags escape your observation when you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it's not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you are being protected by the divine. The one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This might not be the best fit. So you guys, maybe this was a good fit until it wasn't. And maybe now you're starting to see that yes, there were red flags and you weren't able to listen to them before, but you're able now and you're seeing it now, and that is beautiful. It sucks when it's happening. I'm not going to tell you it feels good, but when something is not right for you, no matter what you do, you cannot make it be. And I'm telling you, you don't ever want to beg somebody to be with you or have them feel sorry for you to be with you, and vice versa. You would never want somebody to stay with you because they feel sorry for you. If that is okay for you or the other person, that is a red flag, because I don't think anybody wants somebody to stay with them because they feel bad for you. You want somebody to be with you because they want to be with you and because they love you and they want the best for you. And a lot of times it's not this, you're ready and the other person isn't. And a lot of times they might reject you first, and that's your ego that gets wounded. So maybe you knew it wasn't right for you, but you weren't able to listen to it, and now you can't ignore it anymore. And the next one says giving birth. I am bringing forth a new and dynamic energy into the world. So either you're pregnant, you're having a baby, you're birthing a new idea, something is being born or reborn, and that could be you and your spirit, that you're getting back to your divine self, your spirit. But like giving birth, I'm going to give you an example, and you guys might already know this, you might not. It takes 9 months to have a baby. You don't just get pregnant and have the baby the next day. It's a process, and it takes a while. So you are giving birth to something new, and maybe you just had a baby. Maybe you're just realizing your relationship isn't right. You just gave birth. It wasn't right for you. Whatever it is, I'm really sorry, because I know it's very painful, but you're going to get through it. You're going to be okay. But when this is happening, it feels shitty. It doesn't mean you did it wrong. It doesn't mean you're doing the wrong thing. It just means this is part of the process. The next one is follow your bliss. My soul sings with joy. So this girl is playing a flute. There's music there. There's a unicorn there. So this is saying, you guys, you're stepping into your true, authentic self as a result of this. And so maybe that's what this relationship was here to teach you. It was here to rip off your band-aid, and I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's also so you can heal and get back to your soul and start singing and start finding your joy and your bliss and your happiness. And the next one says, step into stillness. My power is born in the majesty. I have a hard time saying this word, majesty of silence. There we go. My power is born in the majesty of silence. So you guys, this relationship that you're coming out of, you might be exhausted and drained. And where you're going to find your answers, where you're going to find your peace, where you're going to find your deep knowing is when you have some downtime and alone time. And this is a girl who is, my God, she's like dreaming on the moon. So maybe nighttime is your best time of day. Maybe you're more of a night owl and not a day person. But when you get to step into your solitude, your quiet time, that's when your ideas are coming. That's when your peace is coming to you, fire signs. So it's not saying this is going to be easy. It's not saying that it's not going to be a bumpy road, that it's not going to hurt, but this is leading you back to your soul and yourself. So with that being said, I'm going to pull a couple more cards and give you guys some messages of hope, rebirth, journey, and dignity. Okay, you guys, birthing, rebirth, you're being reborn again. And this is, no matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past. Accept the positive change that is coming. So you guys, I think you're just realizing that you've had wings the whole time. And it's new to you, but they've been there all along. So you are being reborn back to yourself, back to your soul. And the next one is journey. You guys are on a journey. Focus on how far you have come and not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. There's another unicorn here, fire sign. So unicorns are magical. And they're getting more popular. Like, people are starting to believe in them now. And even if they're real or not real, it doesn't matter. What matters is the journey, is the process. You guys have come so far, and staying in something and beating the shit out of yourself for thinking, if I left sooner, it wouldn't hurt as bad as it does. It would have hurt just as much. You're right on time. The next one is dignity. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, your achievements, and your actions. You guys, you have a lot to be proud of where you are, of what you've done, of what you're doing now. And you're getting your dignity back and your self-esteem back. And this isn't an easy process, but the divine is recognizing you for that. And congratulations, you're coming back to your soul, your spirit. And it took this relationship, this situation, to bring you back to yourself. You might not be able to see that right now because you're healing from it, but this is a journey. It takes a lifetime. This is a marathon and not a sprint. So to all the earth signs, to all the air, you guys, I'm losing my mind. To all the fire signs out there, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this is your sign signing off. If you're still watching, thank you so much. And please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up.